You got some new ice since all I seen you.
Listen, son.
You got the Supreme Patty chain. I got that too.
Shout out to that boy.
Mix the Supreme Patty chain with the real jewelry. That's lit.
Oh, the EVs up there, yeah.
I believe it's real too. I believe. Why Supreme Patty ain't gonna sell me some fake shit? Not sell me. I got it in the mail randomly.
Oh no, I didn't get it in the mail.
Oh really?
He gave it to
He
me.
gave it to you hand to hand. That's the lit shit. I need to be christened or turned into a knight by Supreme Patty like that. You got the pearls on too. I like that.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? The drip.
So I'm gonna just sort of lay out the history of how I even know of you is because I was in Atlanta and I was in the studio with Grown Boy Trap and Drummer Boy, and then I met your manager, Track, or is still your manager?
Yeah.
Okay, he's not here right now. Okay, just checking. And he was telling me he had an artist, blah blah blah. I got his number, and he sent me the link, and he said, "Yo, this dude's in jail, but this song is going crazy." I checked it out. It was indeed crazy. That song was Murder on My Mind, but he's like, oh, he's locked up. So what were you locked up that time when I found out about you? Like when you started to blow up while you were in jail that time, right?
Yeah. A piss violation in that song.
Wait, in that song?
No, like I had a piss violation, but I kept passing them, so they couldn't use that against me. And then they just brought up cause I was on probation. And then they just brought up my other one. They brought up my song, Murder on My Mind, in court, and then they sent me back.
So they sent you back to jail just because of that one song?
A few other too.
But like, what about the song? Just the fact that you were talking about violence in the song and shit?
Yeah, in the chorus.
That's crazy.
She was saying it.
Dude, doesn't that seem insane? Like that seems like it's been happening a lot more lately too. That you hear about rappers having trouble because of their lyrics.
Yeah. Shit raised.
All right, well, tell me a little bit about where you're from before we get into all that.
I'm from Guilford, a little town in Florida. Nobody make it out of like that.
Nobody even knows about it, I don't feel like. What's it close to, though? Is it close to Orlando or something?
It's like an hour from Orlando.
Okay.
Hour and 15 minutes.
And, like, what kind of... Do you grow up in the projects? You grew up in a little apartment complex? What was it like?
Shit, I was in these apartments at first in Orangewood, and I moved to, like, Whispering Palms, some little, like, Mexican houses.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, what, it's just like a Mexican-type neighborhood?
Yeah, but the house looked Mexican, too.
Oh, they're like old-style architecture or whatever?
Yeah, with the 2 doors on that bit.
Right. So you moved into that shit?
Yeah, then I moved to Oslo.
Okay.
The other little town.
Right.
Like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away.
Where do you stay when you're in Florida now?
Miami.
What, you be in the penthouse now? You switched off on everybody?
Nah, I got a house, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up. So what were your parents like when you were a kid?
I don't even want to answer that shit.
What, they weren't around like that?
No, it ain't even that. I don't feel like answering that type of shit.
Interesting. Why you like to be mysterious about your history, how you came up?
No, it ain't even that.
Interesting. So, okay, you finished high school? What was your childhood like?
Yeah, I got my GED the last time I got locked up. I got it in now.
Wow, okay, so very recently you got it?
Yeah.
Is it easier to get it when you're in there?
Hell yeah, because you ain't got nothing else to do but to.
They like kind of take it easy on you because you're already in a crazy ass situation too?
No, they said the one I took was like one of the hardest ones in Florida.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, shit. But I ain't even really like study. I just prayed to God every day. You know what I'm talking about?
You didn't really study? Yeah, man. I don't understand how the fuck that works. I had to study in school and I still did terrible.
You went to high school?
Oh yeah, in high school I was terrible. I had to go to summer school and shit, and I was still doing awful.
You had all them tattoos when you was in high school?
Hell no. That would have been illegal.
Yeah,
no. When did you get your first tattoo?
Shit, like probably like a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay. You're making me think you were all tatted up when you were like 14.
Oh, nah, but all my niggas was like, yeah.
Do you get tattooed in jail or not?
Nah, hell nah. It should be ugly.
Dude, I seen some dudes in the hood in Long Beach yesterday who had like crazy ass tattoos from jail that were like
That's
really good.
Prison,
yeah,
they ain't going there. So, shit.
Yeah, you weren't deep enough.
Nah, I ain't going there. Motherfuckers had toothbrushes where I'm at. Electric toothbrushes. Fuck your shit up.
Oh damn, that's grimy. Yeah. All right, so at what point did you drop out of school though?
That bit was like really like. Basically, like, 10th grade, really.
Okay. Were you getting in a lot of trouble and shit?
Yeah, I had went to jail for a little school shooting thing I did.
School shooting thing?
Yeah, I was shooting by the school.
Oh, just
15.
near it? What was that situation?
Nigga just siding. Nigga siding.
Is that some shit with like the school zoning?
Yeah, and then like it was just like, say I thought the nigga had my gun. You know what I'm saying? I had brought it to school one day. Then he told that I had that bitch at school, and then he fought. I guess he had his homeboys follow me. Then I guess when I went to the office to get searched, they came back. They doubled back and had the pistol. But I ain't never like pay attention to it because I was still trying to find out who the fuck had my shit. Till one day I found out they had my shit, and the next day I just went I had to bust at them boys for that.
Wow. So it gets real out there, I guess.
Nah, niggas be acting right now, you know.
All right. So when did you start rapping? Or what kind of music were you growing up on before you even started rapping?
I started rapping in 8th grade. I was listening like Michael Jackson, Lil Wayne, Future, Chris Brown, Lil Ed Sheeran.
Lil Ed Sheeran.
You know what I'm saying? I think he was out there. No, I don't know.
What is it about Ed Sheeran?
And Wiz Khalifa though. Wiz Khalifa.
Fair. So but you love Wiz Khalifa? You used to be a pothead, or did you just kick that habit later on in life?
What?
No, you don't smoke weed, right?
Oh yeah. I smoke weed now.
Oh, you do now?
Yeah.
Okay, because when we hung out a few months ago, you weren't, right?
Nah, I don't smoke.
So is it a new thing, or were you on papers at the time?
I was just on papers at the time.
Oh, all right. So, but what about Ed Sheeran? I'm interested in that part.
Yeah, I just fuck with bro music, like that shit, like real music, real like you feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I like making the same type of music.
Man, you actually mentioned the Ed Sheeran thing before because we were at we were at a studio or something and they had an Ed Sheeran record on the wall and you were talking about it then too. And I thought you were like joking around then too.
I would dead ass it. Adele, I fuck Adele.
Adele, really? Man, she's huge. I listen to her once in a while. Like when her album came out the last time around, I tried to give it a full listen through just so I could feel like I knew what people were talking about.
Listening all that. Usher, dude. All that.
Usher, Love in the Club. You like that one?
Way back, dude. Yeah.
That was way back to you. That's not that way back to me. I was still like a grown ass man when that song came out. I was thinking, who's really having all this sex in the nightclub?
I don't know.
That doesn't go down in Florida, right?
Yeah, no.
All right, so you were listening to all that shit. At what point you decided to actually make a song, or when did that happen?
When I was in the 8th grade, like, I was sitting in the class and I met a nigga named Joel Lewis, and motherfucking, he just asked me that day, he told me his name was Knuckles and shit. I said my name was Melly and all that shit. Boom. Nigga said he wanted to, he had a mic and a mic with a hanger in front of that bitch with a wave cap on it. He said, shit, we can make a song.
Just in his room or some shit?
Yeah.
You feel like you took to it right away?
Yeah, I was like, shit, I'm gonna rap today. Like, but I always was like, I had rhythm and all that. It's just, I ain't never like officially put it on a song until then, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So, did you start to like, get your shit early on together, or did it take you a while to sort of get in the zone in terms of what you had to do?
I was always like making sure my craft was perfected, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Always got to stay on it.
Did it take a while for like the people that you were around in school and shit to start to, like understand that you were doing your thing, or did it take a while?
Nah, at first it was weird. Like everybody thought I was weird, but then I started dressing like different from everybody, but doing other things. Like, and then they like my sound, they like the way I dress, and then, you know what I'm saying? They'll see you with a lot of lights and all that, and you know how that go.
When did it start to actually pick up? Like when your music started to get really noticed and shit? Like even on like a high school level, or like a SoundCloud level, or whatever it might have been at first. That
bit was always booming in school, like especially like high school. Everybody was funking it, so I was like, yo, okay, yo, finna blow. We are next.
Yeah. When did you start to actually when you start to feel like you sort of had a shot in terms of like being able to to really like make something out of your music? Was there anybody who sort of led you in the right direction and shit?
Yeah. Couple people, yeah. But then like, shit. Yeah.
Just slowly over time, people sort of assisted you in terms of like figuring out how to do stuff and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So by the time you got locked up, like when I found out about you though, like had you like really started to have conversations with labels and stuff like that, or had you, because that
No, that started when I got out this time.
Oh,
like,
okay.
All that there, but
NoJumper.com. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want one of these, you know where to go. And then No Jumper Facebook too. Link is down in the description. Some good stuff going on over there. Appreciate y'all watching this.